596.
Oh, traffic on the first one.
No. I can't stand it when it's that hot. Really?
Yes. You know me. Come on.
I know
How long
you
have we
like
worked
that.
together for?
Oh, I know. You like that. You
Give
like
me
the
100. Let's
go.
go.
My gosh, no. We're going to go we're going to go from no spring to just the middle of the equator.
Perfect.
Oh my gosh.
Great.
Ah,
Keep it like this year round. Stop messing with the thermostat.
all right, tell me, Connor Thomas, right now, the Phillies, let me just make sure I get this record right. The Phillies are 42-29.
That's true.
So the Phillies have played 71 games, so we are 10 games to the halfway mark. Tell me something definitively that you can make a definitive statement about the Phillies.
Okay, I'll take the easy one off the board first. Their starting rotation is legit, and I would argue the best in baseball, but if not the best, top 3 in baseball without a shadow of a doubt.
We all agree on that, Gunnar?
I would say so, yes.
Agree on that. Okay, give me another one. No, Gunnar, give me one. Something definitively that we know about this Phillies team. 71 games in. He took the easiest
The
one off the
bullpen has to get better. Like, it's not positive, but that's definitive.
Mm-hmm.
Bullpen must get distinctly better, yes.
Totally fair. 2 arms. At least.
Bryce Harper must be healthy if this team is going to win a World Series.
Yeah. Well, what's healthy to you?
No, he's got to. He's got to get back, and he's got to be
He's
playing.
gotta play.
I need Bryce. He's got to be healthy, because the Bryce Harper who is just going to slap singles and doubles is not going to get it done. This team needs power.
I don't know that that's true. They do need some, but I think Bryce.
You
is
don't
gonna be
believe
able
that
to
one,
create
then?
enough. No, I'm not quite there with you on that one.
You think this team has enough pop?
I saw the Cleveland Guardians play in the ALCS last year, and I know they didn't win it against the Yankees, but that was a team that would bunt felt like 70% of the time.
Well, this
they have a
team
bunch
can't.
of slap hitting singles guys, and then one giant dude, Yuniesky Noel, who was just hitting nukes all series against them. They gave the Yankees a bit of a run.
But we
So
don't have that though.
Yeah, what you saw out of Bryce, you think that's good enough for this team to win?
To win a World Series.
Remember, I'm the guy who asked the question to start the show about, hey, starting pitching, is it enough to carry them? And I think that's a yes. So, I think this team could win in the postseason, averaging 4 or 5 games, or 4 or 5 runs a game, with the way that their starting pitching is going, if their bullpen improves, which we believe it's going to at the deadline. So, yeah, I think they can win.
Okay, can you give me another definitive that you know about them? Can you give me a definitive positive?
A definitive positive. Kyle Schwarber.
About the team.
Oh, about the team.
About the team. Not an individual.
No, I
About
don't think
the
that I
team.
can.
See, that's why I say when people are telling me, yeah, I think they're a World Series team, or I think they can win a World Series, I'm going, I think it's almost impossible. When you go past starting pitching, it's impossible to say a definitive positive about the team.
Can you
collectively.
say, I don't even know if it's just lack of power, but could you say their approach has sort of changed, where they're not going for the home runs all the time? Because at least Trey Turner, we know they told him, don't do that. We'd rather you get on base. Maybe
I think that's fair.
The approach at the plate could be a positive.
The approach has definitely changed to this point.
Has
but
it paid off positively, though?
I think so. It's given you what you've wanted. It's given you the data of what you do if you stop trying to hit the long ball as much and be the team that the fan base has been clamoring for. And what we're realizing is that the side effects of our ask of don't strike out as much are don't hit as many home runs. And we don't really like that all that much either. So there's a middle ground that has to be struck. But I think the positive is this team has proven they can do that. Now, while you say that's definitive, I'm not there enough yet, because I've seen this team show good approach for a month or two and then fall right back into the hunt home runs, strike out a bunch. So I'm not there yet where I've seen enough to say this is who they are.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's definitive either. That was a stretch.
I'm going to go last month. Okay, just the last month in their losses. They've scored 4, they've scored 3, they've scored 2, they've scored 7. They've scored 2, they've scored 1, they've scored 1, they've scored 1, they've scored 4, they've scored 1, they've scored 4.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it paid off necessarily.
I don't think their approach at the plate has worked.
I don't think you can figure it out until things get a lot more smaller in the postseason, when you're trying to stretch out your starters, 1 or 2 bullpen arms. Maybe you just need a run here or there, and you're practicing it during the regular season, how to manufacture runs. A little bit, you're not going to see the payoff until October, in my mind.
I just don't know if I can see them manufacturing. We got anything on the text line? The people chiming in. We had a lot of Eagles earlier. Anybody on the Phillies front?
Yeah, no name on this one, but he says, I think the Phillies team has moved the needle in the positive for me because they're doing exactly what they need to do in every sense of the word. They're doing it without Bryce Harper as well. That ship has sailed on Bryce Harper and maybe his health the rest of the season with that nagging wrist injury. If you can have a 500 record without him, imagine when he comes back, hopefully in a little bit better condition.
Well, right now you have 10 games left. So you have the 4 games against the Marlins, the 3 games against the Mets, and then the 3 games next week against the Astros. After that Astros series, you will be at the exact halfway point of the season, 81 games. So right now you got 42 wins. So right now you'd be on 84 game pace with 10 to play.
Yeah.
So let's say you win 7 more of those, you're at 49. You'd be on a 98 win pace.
Yeah, this team is pacing fine.
You'd be pacing perfectly.
It's just weird because the Phillies don't win 2 games and then lose 2 games. they just don't do it. You know what the Phillies do? They go out there and they play a stretch where they win 8 of 10, and then they go out there and they play a stretch where they lose 8 of 10. And that's just who this baseball team is.
It's been really strange.
But that's what they've done in the past, too, and it's even been more extended.
It has not. I mean, this team already this year has a 5-game losing streak that we've already lived through.
Yeah.
Has a 4-game losing streak, has a 5-game losing streak. So they have a 4-game losing streak and 2 5-game losing streaks.
Right.
Now, winning streaks already this year. They got a 4-game winning streak. They have a 4-game winning streak. They have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That makes great radio. 9-game winning streak. And now they have another 4-game winning streak.
Sounds like a baseball season to me.
Yeah, but that's not what they've been in previous years, though. That's very streaky.
I'd rather
for this team.
I mean, last year you had a team that we were talking about as best in Phillies history potentially, and then post London they couldn't figure out how to beat a damn softball team if they had to. So, like, we've seen these ups and downs from Phillies teams in the past, and this is what happens when you run it back. You get the same style of team. So, the key is you're kind of just like. You're sitting at the roulette table and you're betting on my number's 18. So you're betting on 18 over and over
Is that why
and over
we get
again.
the CT18 challenge?
Absolutely. It's my number. Always was. But because it hasn't worked in the past, the whole fan base is sitting there saying, stop betting on 18. It's not going to hit. And the Phillies are sitting there saying, hey, eventually it's going to, right? We just got to get hot at the right time. It may not be this year. It may not be ever. But that's the gamble that they're taking with this running it back thing. And they're talented enough, so I don't know.
They're pacing right now. Do you know what they're pacing compared to last year?
So they won 95 last year. I'd imagine they're pacing at like 96.
No,
right
compared
now?
to like wins compared to where they were through 71 games last year.
I'd imagine they're 1 or 2 behind.
5.
5 behind?
5 behind. But remember, the stumbles came after this time.
The London.
The second half really.
They started to fall apart.
Yeah,
here.
because they came.
Everybody, thank you so much for being a part of our journey on a daily basis, watching here on YouTube. Please like and subscribe. We always appreciate you doing that because it makes our jobs a lot better when the bosses are happy. So thank you very much and keep on watching.